Hey, 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 good morning. Good morning. Happy Saturday, friends. Let's talk about, I made a list of seven now. The title says six. Let's talk about seven things Black women are not going to do in 2024. Okay? We're not going to do it. Some things we are not doing anymore. In my world, it's already 2024. I've already switched over. I've already moved over. But yeah, let's talk about those things. Most of the stuff on the list are things that y'all have told me, but I did slip in some things that I'm telling you. Okay? Most of the things on this list of seven things that Black women are not going to do in 2024 are things that I've heard y'all talking about, right? You're telling me these things in conversations. But I threw in a couple. You'll be able to tell. It'll be pretty obvious which ones are from me. All right, but at first, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Stephanie Perry. I'm a house sitter. I'm the creator of House Sitter School and the co-creator of Exodus Summit. And I help Black women take a sabbatical or career break, move abroad, bop around the world as a nomad. If these things sound good to you, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You see the button, hit the thank you. Okay, subscribe to my channel and then turn on notifications. Ring that notification bell, and you'll be notified when I post a new video or when I go live. Welcome, and welcome, friends. Ola K. Stewart. Hello, the Brilliant Black Lady Collective. Hi, Nicole Chalmers. No, Nicole Chalmers. Hey, Tanya Brooks. Hey, Charlesetta. Hey, Nautia. Hey, Working D and DJ Pippi. Good morning, New Yorkina for you. Good morning, Teresa from Sabbatical Life. Good morning, Janine. Good morning, Melissa. Good morning, Charlesetta. Good morning, Sheeta. Good morning, My Stethoscope Travels. Good morning, Carol and Pilar and Adelia and Auntie Lou and Kimberly. How's everybody? Hope y'all had a good week. Things are good here. I'm house sitting in Costa Rica, and I need to cover up. I bundled a bunch of her stuff behind me so you can't see it. Okay. I'm still in Costa Rica at my house sit. Things are still good. The dogs are still good. No complaints. And I hope things are wonderful for you. I'm going to tell you the list. I'm going to run down the list of things and then we'll just talk about them if that's all right with you. My light is reflecting off of the gold foil on my t-shirt and I'm glowing. It looks like I'm being activated. Wonder Stephanie Power, activate. I hope that's not too annoying, but I like it, so I'm not going to move the light. All right. Okay, so let's go through my list of things and we'll add some other things. If you have something that you've already declared you're not carrying into 2024, you're not going to do like an actual thing that you do that you're not going to do in 2024, go ahead and share it with us in the chat. What I wrote down is we are not going to keep adding to our physical stuff, right? We're not going to keep accumulating stuff, especially for those of us who are moving, in the process of moving or doing something different, going into a tiny home or moving abroad or bopping around as a nomad or house sitting long term, right? We're not going to keep adding to our physical stuff. We're not going to put off, in 2024, we're not going to put off our travel, our sabbaticals. 2024, we're not going to cheer for other people more than we cheer for ourselves. In 2024, we're not starting a nonprofit. I put this one in, okay? You're not starting a nonprofit in 2024, okay? Number five, we're not looking down on shortcuts, okay? Number six, we're not going to stay the person we were. And or more exact, I think, is we're not going to keep telling ourselves we are still the person we were. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about all this. And number seven, we're not going to perpetuate American exceptionalism in 2024. Okay, so those are the things that I came up with on my list. Are anybody sharing anything that we're doing or not doing that you've already started thinking about? Have you started thinking about 2024? People approach things differently. You know, I start my new year. September is a natural time for me to start to just stop everything and start new things. Uh, every job I've ever had, I started in September. And for many, many years of my adult life, I started school. I started college back again in September. And so September is just a natural start over point for me. And then the Exodus Summit happened the very first week in October. So I kind of rolled the calendar forward. Like I had coaching with my coach the other day, and I was like, this year. And I was like, you understand by when I say this year, I mean next year. Okay? Please understand, I'm living in 2024. Okay? Thank you for your understanding. Okay, Tracy, she agrees. We're not starting nonprofits. Tracy just sold her business. Tracy Collins just sold her business. Congratulations, Tracy. I saw your press release. Congratulations. Orletta, where can we put this? I'm not raising or supporting grown relatives in 2024. Where can we put this? That might need its own. Maybe we can put that in number 3. Maybe we can change cheer for others more than we cheer for ourselves to like support. No, that needs its own. It needs its own. Okay, we got 8 now. Okay, okay. Number 8, we're not supporting grown relatives anymore. Okay, all right. Okay, we're not. Oh, you guys have some good ones. Malaysia says we're not stressing over things that are not her priority. Sense of urgency. I'm gonna wrap that into sense of urgency. Not living with a sense, let's see, with a false sense of urgency. Okay, we're doing great. We're doing great. Hi, Halisi. How are you? Halisi's Move to Portugal Summit is done. I hope you're rested and chilling. Okay, so number 1, I put on the list just because a lot of you are really into the decluttering mind now, right? A lot of us are decluttering because we're moving or because we're downsizing. Um, I got to hang out with Jewel Pearson, who is Tiny House Jewel. She's not Tiny House Jewel. She's Ms. Bohemian Soul on all the platforms, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere. But I call it Tiny House Jewel because so that y'all will know. And the women in the meetup were really excited to meet her. And there was a lot of buzz about tiny houses as a way to decrease your expenses and free up your time and travel easily. Jewel be going. Okay, Jewel be out in the world. I have no idea where she is today. I have no idea where in the world Jewel is today. She be out here going, and she is freed up by having a tiny house. Our physical stuff can really weigh us down. As a person who owned homes, I bought my first house when I was 23. My dad made me, right? My dad made me buy a house. I have never really been a person who enjoyed having stuff like that. When I say stuff, I mean cute wine glasses. Okay? I don't mean a property where you have to cut the grass. Oh, that used to it was so offensive to me. I was so offended by having to make, I'm paying all this money and I have to work. I felt like that house was my boss. Those houses were my boss. But we're supposed to be talking about decluttering. Okay, but decluttering, there's a lot of talk about not adding to our stuff. We want to go into 2024 with this number of things, and we want to go into 2025 with a whole lot less. That's common. That's been a common conversation that we've been having. Lots of my coaching calls and stuff. Have been a lot of conversations about decluttering, about having less stuff and about having that stuff be less of a priority and less of a boss of us. Anybody, how is that going with y'all? Anybody doing that now? Black Women Build Wealth. Hello, Samira. Speaking of virtual summit, I hope your summit was amazing last weekend. Owning a house is labor. It's labor. It's labor. I've never owned a home where I got the fruits of that labor. Like, right? There are people who own homes and are I met with those women in Nashville, and that Nashville housing market did them right. And they bought homes at the right time and sold homes at the right time, and it set them up for the next phase of their lives financially. I ain't never been in that position. Okay, my house, 35th Street in Wilmington. I gotta open this door. It's getting hot. Hold on, give me a second. Oh, come on. I had to open the door. 35th Street in Wilmington did not give me what it wasn't giving. Okay, it wasn't giving. Oh no, DJ Pippi, my house burned down. I'm no longer upset about it. I feel free now. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope that everyone is safe and well. And I hope that you're able to when I say rebuild, I don't mean rebuild physically. I mean, when your house burns down, you have to start over. So I hope that you're able to start over from a good place and with support and care and at your own pace. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's devastating, devastating. But it does sometimes things. I watched a video this week, Myron Golden, who I'm not telling you to go watch Myron Golden's videos, right? He's going to be upsetting to a lot of us, right? I got to pick and choose what I listen to from him and what I don't. Okay. But I did watch a video of his this week where he talked about the kind of like failing at things that you didn't want. When you settle for something, you fail at that thing. Or when you settle for something and you lose it, you're set free to do things the right way, the way that with intention from then on. So I hope that you're able to move forward with intention, but also with support. Okay, thank you. Safe and well. Good. Okay, good. Yeah, we lose things. When we lose things, we can, there's two different approaches, right? There, we could let all loss, right? Loss of your things, loss of a person, we can stay in the grief or we can experience the grief and then remember that we're still alive. When I lost, when I was in my early 20s, I stayed in grief and forgot that I was still alive. Like, I'm here, I gotta live, right? I'm not dead yet. I am gonna die. I am gonna die, but I'm not dead yet. And I had to realized that I wasn't moving through grief. I was just staying there. It took me a long time, 20 years. Okay, it took me 20 years to realize that. All right. Okay, stuff. Any more conversation about stuff? Or are we ready to move on? Mommy Berry Official. Hi. This year I'm getting rid of a lot of things, simplifying my life as far as things. Yeah. Going to declutter my life and my mind. Yeah, they go together. A lot of stuff that we do, once we start on a path, it just the snowballs in a good way. We usually use snowballs in a bad way, but like, I don't know. The dominoes just keep falling. Once we start on one thing, we start to see ways that we can take what we learned and incorporate what we learned into another thing and another thing and another thing. Next thing you know, your relationships are decluttered, right? Your responsibilities are decluttered. All of that just from cleaning out your email inbox. One thing can really snowball and we can put what we learn into other parts of our lives as well. All right. Yeah, but I've heard y'all. I've heard us, right? We're talking about getting rid of the stuff, getting rid of it. It's not the boss of us, and we don't even get to enjoy it, right? We don't even get to enjoy it. All right. Yeah, Sandra, the Chicago housing market did right by me too. Yes, right? I've never been able to take advantage of that. That's why I am so opposed. I'm so anti-home ownership for myself, right? But maybe for some of you, I can see why you would be into it over and over and over again. Yeah, but I never got back. I never got back. If you think of all the things I put into it, not just I didn't really have the money to fix up my house. My dad fixed up my places, right? But even if you take away the physical stuff, I just mean the time, the upkeep. I never got anything back out of it. Meanwhile, here I am house sitting in this woman's condo, right? The landscapers come by, the men came by and redid. They have covered parking outside, like tarp, like greenish mesh covered parking. Men came by and replaced that, right? Get somebody else to do it. I'm not doing it. Homeowners associations, something I did not have to deal with, but I can't imagine. Some of them have been, well, white people love to police people in general. White people love to get themselves in a little position of authority where they can be the boss of other people and police other people. They can ruin people financially. What did I watch not too long ago? A man, the result of the thing, it wasn't like a code violation or something, right? It was, I can't remember what the situation was. It wasn't like it was a safety hazard or something. It was something really petty, really, really petty. Like the way he laid, for some reason, I think it was the way he laid the bricks in his driveway or something. The pattern ended with hundreds of thousands of dollars of, I guess maybe $100,000 in tearing out and redoing and all of this. I can't, it started with that and it just kept snowballing into things, really petty things, not hazardous things. So, homeowners associations, okay, we're not dealing with that. Okay, any? Josette says, when I started decluttering my basement, I didn't realize how much stuff I had. Overspending on clothes with tags on them, I gave them to Goodwill. Me too, Josette. When I left that house in 2015, a lot of the clothes that I got rid of and gave away, not a lot, more than you would think. I'm not saying like half of the clothes, but more than you would think. Still had tags on them, right? It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. What? Right? Part of that was me shopping as therapy, right? Retail therapy. We do that. I'm not the only person in the world. Part of that was shopping as a like coping or yeah, shopping as a coping mechanism. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Every now and then. So there are a few like vases and stuff from my old house that are in my mom's house now. And every now and then I'll walk past something and I'll be like, I don't even want to look at you. Stupid. Pier 1, all that Pier 1 stuff, overpriced stuff, right? Supposed to be authentic, right? Not authentic stuff. I'm like, I don't even want to look at you. Yeah, it's good to get a handle on why, like what's coming in and why. So it's nice. I'm not team no spend. I'm not a team no spend girl, right? I believe in spending your money and saving your time. Okay. Now, having said that, I will say that it is good to be in a position now as a house sitter and as a full-time traveler. It is good to be in a position where I don't, I just can't do that kind of shopping. I can't do that kind of shopping. It doesn't make sense. If I buy something, I got to carry it around forever, right? I do have some, like I have a mug and a tumbler, right? I buy small things. I even have books, right? I probably have 6 or 8 physical books with me, but I won't always. I'll give the books away as I go, as I finish reading them, journals and stuff. But so I'm not saying I'm above picking up things. I got a whole bunch of journals. I got 2 journals right here, 2 journals right in my eyesight, and that's not all of them. I'm not saying I'm not above just picking up stuff, but it is, you do have to think more about it when you're living in a suitcase, right? Or like living in a tiny house or something. Nicole, I'm still working on digital decluttering. Black Friday sales have been too much. Yeah. Yeah, I saw somebody who said she uses that as a reminder to unsubscribe to newsletters. I love being, I will subscribe to your newsletter, right? I'm a person who, you have a newsletter, I'm subscribed to it. But am I going to open it and am I going to read it? Sometimes, not all the time. So my inbox is a mess. I remember a time when I got it down to 8,000 unread messages, but today I'm at 28,109 unread messages. I don't know if I'm ever going to win this battle. I'm going to need I need somebody to do this for me. I need somebody to just go in and get rid of, just delete and archive all the old stuff. I'm not going back to it. And just start from scratch and then maybe take some time and unsubscribe to some stuff. I don't know. I'm just talking. I'm not going to do it. Okay? Don't hold me to it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Wildlife Living says it's a ripple effect. Yes, one thing really does open up the doors, open up the floodgates in a good way. Yeah, so it's good to see that we're talking about a thing and then how that thing can lead us to looking at other things in a different way as well. Big Sis Dula, getting rid of stuff makes me feel lighter, physical stuff and emotional. Yes. Yeah, that's right. So we do it. Siobhan, I'm unsubscribing from emails, not aligning with my core values. That's important. Okay, so that's important. That's a thing that I can do. I really didn't. Most of the people that, well, no, I probably could. That's a thing that I could do. So that's a first step, right? That's a good first step. K&L, I just bought new hangers, planning on getting my closet together. Good. So excited to see what sparks joy and donate and toss the other. Yes, Marie Kondo that closet. Yes, K&L. Yeah. Yeah, we want to see progress when we're doing things. Yeah, we want to see some progress in the decluttering. Kemi says decluttering my mind and house and YouTube subscriptions. Yeah, that digital clutter, that stuff. Just like, yeah, just like we just saw from Siobhan. We want to make sure that we're seeing things that are feeding us, whether it's in our house, in our inbox, anywhere, right? We want to make sure that we're not getting, not just it's not only about the clutter, but it's about the messaging behind the clutter. Teresa says, I was the HOA president for 6 years. We didn't abuse our power. Good. Good. Yeah, though, white people love to police somebody, right? They love to police people. They get into these things specifically for that purpose, right? I know I'm not the only person who has seen that. I've never experienced it, but I've seen it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so number one thing, physical stuff. What we're not going to do in 2024 is keep adding to our physical stuff. This wasn't mine. This wasn't one of mine. This was from combos, right? This is from conversations. Y'all are on a real decluttering journey, and you're going to keep that up. You're not going to turn back in 2024. Number two thing Black women are not going to do in 2024 is put off travel and sabbaticals. We've been a group of people who have been told to live for the future, right? And put off the good stuff for retirement age. And put off the good stuff for, I don't know, even just some future date, right? Even if it's not some retirement type of travel or sabbatical, we've still been told just do it later. You can do it later. And I've heard a lot of conversations. I've had a lot of conversations with women lately who are like, that once in a lifetime thing, I'm doing it this year and probably next year too. Maybe year after that and the year after that. We're not putting these things off for some future date. Part of that is we're just coming out of the pandemic, and everybody's like, you never know what can happen. Between pandemics, wars, weather, right? Changes in weather and changes in places, like the ecology of places. Is ecology the right word? Maybe. We're not putting this stuff off. I've heard a lot of buzz about the Paris Olympics coming up. I can't remember a time, I don't think, in my world, in my little bubble, I haven't had my community of people, my friends, my Facebook friends, my whatever, I haven't heard a community of people this excited about an Olympics. People seem to be really excited about the Paris Olympics. Okay, we're going to do it. We're going to do our thing. We're not going to save it for later. We're not going to put it off. We're not going to give ourselves a bunch of excuses for why we shouldn't. It's not right. We're going to go ahead and do it. Anybody have, so I told you I'm doing some travel that I think will be harder in a couple years, right? This year, 2024, is the year for me to get some travel out of the way that I think would be harder later. Not impossible later, just harder and a lot more expensive, right? Friends, I bought my birthday ticket to Fiji. I'm going to Fiji for my birthday. Okay? I'm doing it. We're not putting these things off. I also tried to plan a birthday wedding. You know what I mean? I tried to plan a 50th birthday party. a to-do, a function, an event. But number one, budget. I was like, this is not in my budget at this time. Number two, my birthday is July 5. There is no venue that I could get a 4th of July weekend in Delaware or in or near Delaware where my family would come that I wanted, right? I did look around. We have Longwood Gardens. We have, what's the other one? The pretty beautiful gardens, right? We have the gardens, beautiful gardens. We have some places, and they were like, girl, please. If you want to do something in June or July in Delaware, you need to book it 3 years ahead. Okay? 3 years ahead. So that fell through. The birthday wedding fell through, but I'll be in Fiji. Okay? I'm going to be in Fiji. I think when there are kids involved, flying to Fiji is not going to be enjoyable. All right, so I'm going to Fiji and I'm doing it this year. And y'all know, okay, I've told you this year. By this year, I mean next year. Yes. Yeah, I'm doing it. 50th birthday in Fiji, July. So, I leave on July 2nd, but I don't get there till the 4th because days are made up. And then, um, actually, I leave California on the 2nd and get to Fiji on the 4th. I don't know when I'm going to leave Costa Rica. I may go to California early, maybe house sit for a little while before. And then you leave Fiji. I leave Fiji on maybe the 12th. If you're serious, if you want to go, if you're going to go, you need to email me, Stephanie@vicarious.com, and I'll tell you my exact dates. But I think maybe I leave on the 12th, and I also arrive on the 12th. I leave, I leave like on the 12th at 10 a.m. and I arrive in California on the 12th at like 8 a.m. Something like that. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. Okay? I don't get it. Yeah, I'm doing some things, right? So I said, Adelia can't stand the term bucket list. Somebody can't stand the term bucket list. But I'm doing some bucket list things. Some things where I'm like, if I don't do it, I'm gonna regret it. You can add to. I think sometimes we don't want to do those things. We want to put them off because then what? Once we do it, then what? But then you add to it. You add to the list. Or you just go back and do it again. Right? If I like Fiji and I feel like, oh, I really enjoyed looking forward to it, and now I'm not looking forward to it because I already did it, well, I'll just go again. Just go. Teresa said it's time travel. Yes, right? Takes you 2 days to get there. And it takes you negative 2 hours to get back. Okay? That's how it is. That's how it is. Oh, DJ Pippi's going to Delaware? House sitting there so I can see my cousins. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah. Yeah. House sitter season. So we went, yeah, we talked last Saturday. House sitter season is upon us. From Thanksgiving to Martin Luther King Day in the United States, house sits are in abundance. Trusted House Sitters is having a sale, and I sent an email out this morning. If you get my newsletter, you got an email reminding you about the Trusted House Sitters sale. 30% off new memberships, 50% off membership upgrades. So if you have the basic membership and you want to upgrade to the Premier, which gives you house sit cancellation insurance and gives you some lounge passes for some airports, go ahead and do it. 50% discount on upgrades, 30% off of new memberships. I believe through Monday, probably through Monday. They might even do it through Tuesday. They generally do a little longer stretch because they're based in the UK. So they want the Cyber Monday sales, but Monday ends for them very early because time is funny. Monday ends for them way before it ends for us. So they usually do their sales through Tuesday or into Tuesday. Oh, it's Kat, the anti-bucket list lady. Yes, I know we talked about it. I don't know that I have a bucket list. I just have a list of stuff I want to do. That's a bucket list. That's a bucket list. We all gonna kick the bucket. I'm gonna kick the bucket one day. Okay, we all gonna kick the bucket. I Let's see. We have to talk about it again, Kat, because Kat was like, it wasn't the morbidity. It wasn't about being morbid. I can't remember why. You have to tell us in the chat. Yeah, we this year we're doing our travel things. Rashida and I are doing something amazing. Rashida and I are doing a couple of amazing things together this year, some amazing trips this year, but I don't think I'm supposed to talk about the first one. I told you about Fiji. I don't even know if I was supposed to tell you that she's coming to Fiji. Okay, cancel that. Okay, I don't know. I don't know if I was supposed to tell you. Okay, I don't know. But we're doing some things. Adelia likes a done it list, but you can't make the done it list until you've already done it. So how do you know what you want to done if you don't make a bucket list? Y'all know. Okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna ask some questions. We have lists of things. I hope we have lists of things that we want in our lives. Even some unattained, some stuff that seems totally undoable today. I share my undoable stuff with y'all all the time. Okay, I hope we keep a list of things that we want for ourselves. Not because you're not good enough today, right? Not because today is not enough, but because we want to always grow and give yourself something to look forward to. Having something to look forward to is wonderful. It's one of the keys to happiness. I'm convinced, right? Having something to look forward to is a key to happiness. Being in today all the time and in yesterday, more importantly, not cancel out being in today. Living in yesterday all the time is the pits. It's anxiety. We already talked about grief. It's all of those things on repeat, and it's not a way to live. We can't keep living in yesterday. We all know people who live in yesterday. Every time you talk to them, they just roll out their list of grievances, right? Who did them wrong, what they should have had, what should have come to them, right? That was me. But we gotta have some stuff to look forward to. You don't have to call it a bucket list, but you're gonna kick the bucket. I don't care what you call a list. You're gonna come to your last day. That's a thing I do know about living. Okay? You're gonna come to your last day. Whether you don't call it a bucket list or you do, it's still gonna be you. There is a time, there's an expiration date on every person. I do know that. May says I call it a list of possibilities. Evelyn, I'm taking my family to the Paris Olympics. We have our tickets to several events. I'm so excited. Yeah, Evelyn, congratulations or whatever. I guess congratulations is the right thing to say. I feel like saying congratulations, and I also feel like that's weird, but that's exciting. That's very exciting. Yeah, I've seen a lot of talk in my timeline, and we just had what? Tokyo. Well, Tokyo had the COVID pushback and all of that. So maybe that couldn't be exciting. But yeah, if people are super excited about Paris, I have a video coming up soon. I haven't recorded it yet, but I've outlined it about my predictions for moving abroad. And I'm going to spoil one of those predictions. I predict some of these people who go to Paris for these Olympics will be moving out of the country and into Europe with a quickness after they go, right? I think so. Between the Paris Olympics and Beyonce's Renaissance tour, introducing a lot of people to Europe, a lot of new people to Europe, we're going to see a pickup in the exodus, and we're going to see Europe becoming a more popular destination. It's more expensive, sure, but it's kind of glorious, right? When they get to France, don't let them find out about the the socialized medicine. Don't let them find out that France has universal health care. Some of the people are not coming back. Some of the people are not coming back. I predict we're going to see a real pickup in moving abroad in Paris, in France, and just Europe in general as a move abroad destination. That's one of my things that I outlined. Yeah, I love Fiji, stayed at the Overwater Huts. So let me tell you this, it's a once in a lifetime trip that I may repeat again and again if I like it. But I don't think I want to stay in the Overwater Huts. How long did it take you to just relax into it and not be like, I'm about to plunge into the ocean? I don't know. I don't even like sleeping in water beds. I don't know. Right now. I'm just planning on being in a hotel. I've picked out two or three. I haven't booked yet. Um, Come on over. Michelle says double nickel is in July. 55 is in July. Oh, hi, Michelle. Decided I'm waking up in another country. Fiji sounds amazing. I told you where I'm going to be. Fiji is only so big, okay? It's not that big. If you email me and you tell me you're really coming, I'll give you more details as I have them. I don't have anything but the flight with the dates booked. Listen, if we want to do black girl stuff in Fiji, it's not going to be all that exciting to them because they look black. You know what I mean? Everybody in Fiji looks like us. I saw a video just today. A man, I was on Twitter today. A man was like, um, he went somewhere. He was at some event dressed. I don't know how to say this. I can't. He dressed as a word that I can't say as a straight woman, right? He dressed very gay, and he got videoed, and the video kind of went viral on the internet. And one of his aunties in the UK sent it around to the family, like, "Look at whatever his name is. Look at Michael. Do you see Michael out here?" How did I get on this story? Double nickel birthday. Fiji sounds amazing. I don't forgot that quick what I was talking about. But he was like, what are we talking about? Somebody help me. I'm 49 now. I don't remember things all that well. Uh, I can't remember what I was talking about. Anyway, but he was like, the video went around and he was like, what, this is a different version. Oh, he was Fijian. Okay, that's what it was. He's from Fiji. He's Fijian. But in the comments, people were calling him black, but in a bad way. And he was like, what's wrong with being black? But he's not even black. He's from Fiji, but he looked like me. Okay, he did look like me. So a bunch of black women on a beach in some places would be an event, a moment. In Fiji, it may not be a moment, but we're going to have a good time. Okay, we can make a meetup out of it. So I don't know. Hi, Rashida. I don't know. I don't know if I was supposed to say that or not, but I did. It's too late. It's too late. Okay, Dana Cooper, Tanzania Music Festival in February. Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, we're not putting things off. We've had a moment where everything was up in the air. Travel is still up in the air. I think what we've learned is book through the airline. Okay, don't book through a third party site if you think there's any chance of that flight being canceled, postponed, of you being needing to refund. Okay, book through the actual airline is what we've learned. That's about all I've learned. And do it, right? Do it. Do it. Go. Go. Take your trip. And this counts for sabbaticals as well. Take your sabbatical. Sure, things are up in the air, but you know what? Things are always up in the air. Okay? It is always like this. You may notice some things more than others. You may pay attention to some things more than others. But this is life. With humans on this planet, it's always like that. Kat says a bucket list for her is something you put together and then check it off like it's work. That's what it was. And then I like making it up as I go along and following curiosity. We talked about that on this channel not too long ago. If you put Rebloom Room in the comments, if you put Rebloom Room go to my channel, you'll see that whole conversation. And no, I think it was on Cat's channel. So go to Cat's channel, Rebloom Room. Go to Rebloom Room on YouTube if you want to see that conversation. We talked about that. Following curiosity versus getting a strict to-do list, which can become you can make a lot of things the boss of you. You can give a lot of things priority, give a lot of things like charge over you when you don't mean to. So I understand that. Cynthia says she's decluttering. What y'all doing with your books? Help her. Help her. I sold a lot of books. I resold a lot of books. Chanel, can I do the initial sign up and the upgrade at the same time? You could do a two-step process, but look at the numbers. 30% off of the full price is probably just as good as 30% off of the regular price and then 50% off of the upgrade. Do the math, girl. I can't help you. Okay. But it's probably it probably works out to the same number in the end. Another person going to Tanzania, Lucia Davis. Hi, Tanzania. Come February to visit before establishing residency. All right. Okay, we're out here doing it. Okay, we're not putting it off. We're not putting it off. Oh, Adelia says people are too focused on making the list instead of doing the things. Okay, I can see that too. I can see that too. My list just be like, here's the thing. My list is just my imagination. All right. Meredith, how do I get the info about Trusted House Sitters Black Friday? Didn't see the email. I want to use your affiliate link. I can give you my affiliate link here, and then you can just go over to Trusted House Sitters. I sent the email. Actually, was it scheduled? No, I sent it this morning. Um, but I'll put my Trusted House Sitters affiliate link here, and then you just use it. Go over to Trusted House Sitters, and when you check out, you should see the 30% discount. Copy. Join. Okay, yeah, it should automatically apply. Uh, I'm gonna look at the regular price to tell you. So to make sure that you get the discount. Trusted House Sitters membership page. Pricing plan. So the normal price, I believe it's 169. Oh, I'm logged in. Let's see. Maybe I can still see the pricing plans when I'm still logged in. Ding dong, ding dong, ding. 129 for the basic, 169 for standard. This is US dollars, and 259 for premium. Okay, so 259 is the premium price. So one third off of that would be 80 some dollars less than that. Okay. So basically the premium would be the price of the standard if you're getting the discount applied. Okay. Yeah, if you're ready, go ahead and might as well get the discount. At full price, though, I do want to tell you this. At full price, Trusted House Sitters is worth it. If you registered for Trusted House Sitters a week ago, because we talked about house sitting last week, if you signed up last week, you're still going to get your money's worth. If you apply for and book house sits, use my letter, apply for the house sit, book the house sit, you're going to get your money's worth. But yes, you should see the 30% off the plan or 50% off the upgraded price. Okay? Okay. All right, thank you kindly. Yeah, affiliate link just means that I get a commission on that with no extra cost to you. You still get your discount. So thank you for that. As the person who probably introduced you to house sitting, I will gladly take that affiliate commission. Thank you kindly. Dr. Linda says you can donate books to your public library. Okay, good. Yeah, I sold a bunch of stuff on different sites. I I had a bunch of textbooks because as I said, September for me was always back to school season. So I sold a lot of textbooks on like usedtextbooks.com. Um, but I sent non-textbooks I sold them somewhere else. I just did a Google. It was some site where you just put in the QR code or not what's it called, the QR code? The ISBN. I should know this. You just put in the ISBN and then they told you how much they would give you. Put in the ISBN and how much wear and tear on the book. And then I shipped books. I shipped a bunch of books. But that was probably not the most environmentally friendly way to do things. Cassandra says it's hard to plan when the possibilities are endless. How do you narrow the scope and do the dang thing? There's probably no wrong answer. I think when people can't make a decision, it's because they think there's a wrong answer. But it's probably no wrong answer. Cassandra, are you talking about travel or are you talking about something else? If you're talking about traveling and how do you narrow down the possibilities, pick a place. Pick. You're probably not going to come up with a wrong answer. There's no right or wrong way to do it. If that makes you feel better, then that is probably because you felt like there was a wrong answer. There's no wrong answer. Do it, go, right? If that's not it, then maybe is there an event that you want to go to? I like to travel I like to plan travel around some events, music festivals and stuff. Is there an event that you want to go to? Double dose, right? Double down. If not, then seriously, pick. That's probably not a wrong answer. Go to Paris for the Olympics. You're going to have a good time. No wrong answer. Oh, Monica Adelina's going to Greece and maybe Spain in May. All right. Jazzy D just got back from Tanzania. Loved it. Lots of black folks claiming their place and owning things, but others are still in charge. Ah. Oh, really? Okay. Oh, Cynthia Brewer says her church just started a library ministry. She'll be donating to it. Okay, good. Yeah. So yeah, there are probably some wonderful places to donate books locally for you, right, friends? Local places. Cosette says January, first week of January usually has massive flight deals. We hope so. Airplane flight prices are just exorbitant. They got to charge more during COVID, and then they just never went back. No turning back. Yeah, okay, Rhonda paid standard price for a premium membership. Winning. Okay, good. Yeah, the premium membership for Trusted House Sitters gives you sick cancellation insurance. So if you're overseas, if you're in Paris for the Olympics and your house sit gets canceled, well, no, you don't want that. You don't want that because I can't imagine finding a hotel like that. But just in general, if you fly somewhere and your house it gets canceled, sick cancellation insurance reimburses you for your hotel costs up to a certain amount, which is a real load off because that's one of the main concerns about house sitting. What if it gets canceled, right? Okay. All right. So number two thing was we're not putting off was travel. I mean, one thing, number two thing we're not doing in 2024 is putting off our travel, and that includes our sabbaticals. Number three thing we're not doing anymore is cheering for others more than we cheer for ourselves. Reciprocity. We want reciprocity in 2024 and always. As a person who has a YouTube channel with a lot of black women who are involved, right? Y'all are wonderful at congratulating me, cheering me on for things. But save some of that for you. When is the last time you said those kind words to yourself? Right? Part of this is that it's just hard to see what you're doing. It's hard. You really take for granted the things that you do, whereas you can see out loud what other people are doing and getting done. So you have to, that is a thing to work on, right? That is a thing to sit down and do. What what do I need? Maybe we make a space and a time. What do I need to acknowledge myself for? Right? What do I need to congratulate myself for? What do I need to encourage myself about? Encourage yourself. One of my favorite songs. Encourage yourself. Right? Well, how do you do it? You do it the same way you do it for other people. You do it for other people. You already do. You already do it for other people. Do those things for yourself. It's lovely that black women are so wonderful to each other and to me, right? But some of those same women, when I get on a one-on-one call with y'all, you're beating yourselves up. You're telling me what you don't do and what you're not good at and what you can't fix and what you can't, right? Like, you would never talk to me like that. You would never be like, well, but you're 49 and you can't do this and you can't do that. And encourage yourself. Once I once I heard the inner talk in my brain and realized that I was saying things to myself that I would never say to another person. So that changed everything. That was one of the dominoes that fell for me, right? We talked about the snowball effect or, That was one of that first snowball for me, was hearing how I talk to myself and realizing I would never say that to somebody else. Also, though, we want to do the opposite. What are we saying to other people? It's time to start saying those things to ourselves. I don't have much else to say about that. Am I clear? This was one that I put in. This one and the next one are mine. The rest of them, I think, are things that I've heard you say. But this is mine. We're not doing that anymore. What we're not going to do in 2024 is speak to others better than we speak to ourselves. Treat others better than we treat ourselves. I'm first. Okay, y'all get the overflow. That's what Octavia Rahim taught me. Okay, you're first. Other people get the overflow. Big up yourself. Winsome's YouTube channel. Winsome, are you here, Winsome? Winsome, who has been celebrating her birthday for quite some time, right? She has been showing you how it's done. She's crossed continents. She went from Colombia to Paris. How you go from Colombia to Paris, girl? That's not a direct route. I don't know, right? Big up yourself. That's her YouTube channel. It's time for that. Okay, it's time. We're on that now. We're on that now. You've mastered big up in other people. You've mastered it. You're good at it. Okay. You already. Okay. Now you do that for you. Give people the overflow. If you haven't rewatched Octavia Rahim's session, do that over and over. In Exodus Summit 2023, Octavia Rahim did two rest sessions with us. Octavia Rahim, whose book is in the bedroom. Octavia Rahim is the author of Pause, Rest, Be. And she came in and did two sessions where she rested us, baby. Okay? She laid us out, laid us down, put us to sleep, but also worked with us on building a rest practice for ourselves. Build your own rest practice. During that rest practice, what she said is, you fill up your cup and then you give to others from the overflow. I took that personally. I was like, okay, do it. You ain't got to tell me twice, okay? I'm Octavia Rahim's best student. I'm convinced. Except that I haven't built a rest nook. Yesterday, Kat and I went to Thanksgiving. I mean, not yesterday, 2 days ago. Y'all know when Thanksgiving was. Kat and I went to Thanksgiving dinner. And we were talking, and I said, she asked me what my hobbies were. And I was like, I ain't got none, but I want some. And then I told her I do read. And she said, do you have a nook? And first thing I thought was rest nook. And I was like, not yet, because I'm in a house sit. She was like, what? What is you talking about? I was like, oh, rest nook? She was like, no, a nook. I was like, oh, I have a Kindle. Hi, Kat. Octavia Rahim sessions, those replays from Exodus Summit 2023 are available at exodussummit.com. Exodus Summit 2023 was our virtual summit for Black women called Location Freedom, Time Freedom, Financial Freedom for Black Women. It happened earlier in October, but you can watch the sessions. The All Access Pass gives you access to Octavia Rahim's 2 sessions from her. I'm so serious. That ticket price is worth those sessions alone. Okay. And that's what she taught us. One of the things she taught us was that you feed people from the overflow. Get your cup filled on the regular. And then you give to people from the overflow. We've been doing the reverse, haven't we? I know. We've been doing the reverse. Fill up our cup to give to other people. And then if there's anything left, then I will take some time. We're not doing that no more. No, indeed, we are not taking that into 2024. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Oh, happy belated birthday, Ms. Cookie. Yes, indeed. All right. 70 yesterday. Wonderful. Bungee jumping into life's possibilities. Oh, have a wonderful time. Oh, that's amazing. Have a wonderful time, Ms. Cookie. And happy birthday. Okay, anything else we need to say about that? About cheering for others more than we cheer for ourselves as a thing we don't do anymore? I have, so in the love, I love personality tests and stuff. Okay, so in the love languages world, I think I am an acts of service girl, not really a words of affirmation person in general. Although I do use affirmations for myself, I'm more of a do it. There are people, Rashida is really good at celebrating and saying, you did a good job, right? That is one of a thing that Rashida will do. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care how terrible my live stream is or whatever. Rashida will be like, you did a good job. Um, and not in a more sincere and hype you up way, right? She will hype you up. I am a Rashida is live. Let me share the live stream out, right? Make sure people know that this is happening, right? We do things in different ways. I'm saying that to say, find your love language and love yourself that way, right? What is your love language? Love on yourself that way. So I'm not, as I just said, I'm not really a words of affirmation person, even though I do affirm things out loud to myself. I don't walk past a mirror without telling myself, girl, you ain't even going nowhere. There is no reason for you to be looking this good on today. I do that. But more than that, I need to find ways to do things for myself that uh, that I need to use my love language on myself. That's a thing. Yeah. Okay. So let me look in the chat. Do you have a replay of the bonus sessions? Yeah, all of the replays are at exodussummit.com, including those sessions, including Octavia's session. Both of her sessions are there. Tabitha Brown's session is there. All of the sessions. If you have the all access pass, you have the replays. If you bought the weekend pass during the summit, your replays are over. But you can upgrade. You can still upgrade. Use your coupon. Go back into your email and look for the email on how to upgrade. Or email hello@exodussummit.com if you can't find it. You can upgrade and still go back and watch them. These are sessions that are feeding women over and over and over. We have the analytics and we can see y'all are still watching them. I mean, I'm still watching them, but I now know that y'all are too. Um, Let them feed you, right? Let them restore you. Octavia had us sit down and write out a list of things that restore us, and I made my list. It's not an exhaustive list, but I made my short list of things that restore me. But also, like going back and watching her session has been very restorative for me. So that too. That too. All right. Yeah. So that's a thing. Okay. Let's move into number 4. The number 4 thing Black women are not going to do in 2024 is start a nonprofit. Stop. Stop. Enough. Stop. All right. You don't have to sacrifice all of your life, including your free time and your not free time and your money and your energy and your efforts. Okay, this kind of goes into number 3. You're not going to give till it hurts. We're not giving till it hurts. You're not starting a nonprofit this year. Who was planning on starting a nonprofit sometime soon? Let me talk to you. Don't do it. If you see a population of people who could use a service, look up who's providing support to those people and give them money. Spend the money. Save your time. If you don't have any money to give, a better use of your time is to learn how to make money to fund your vision, as opposed to forming a nonprofit and still not knowing how to make money and spending your time fundraising and giving till it hurts. I hear you. I know, Brittany. I know. It's 8 people. There are how many women are here right now? 750 women here right now, 750 people here right now. At least seven of y'all, at least 1% were planning on starting a nonprofit. I know. I already know. I've had enough conversation. We're not doing it. No. I'm so serious about this. A better use of your time is learning how to make money and then just give the money. You can give money directly to people. Hello, right? We as a community set Maisha Francis on sabbatical, but I also set my own woman on sabbatical with my own money because I know how to make money to support my vision. Okay, who else? Who else? One person. Okay, here's T. I always have to be raising money. I don't want to constantly focus on that. Okay, good, T. We're not doing it. Learn if you have a vision for something and you don't have the money to fund it, learn how to make money. Just learn how to make money. More money is the answer to a lot of problems. I'm not pretending like it's not. Okay? But starting a nonprofit is not the solution to making more money to to solve those problems. If, let me say it one more time, if a problem could be solved with money, starting a nonprofit is not the way to make that money. Learning how to make the money is the solution. I already know, 10%. I know this. You can't get a group of black women together without 10% of them having a nonprofit or being about to start one. That's how we do. That's how okay, I appreciate, we're wonderful women. We're the best people. I've said this over, we're the best people, okay? We are the best people. But we've been tricked into doing things the hard way. This is a struggle life. The life of a nonprofit runner. I don't even know what you call yourselves. A creator. Not the life is a life of struggle that I don't want for you. Learn how to make money and then give that money. I'm so serious, Ray. Making more money will solve a lot of problems. I'm not here to say that there's no problem in the world that can't be solved with that. Making more money will solve a lot of problems for a lot of people. So let's learn how to make more money. Changed everything for me. Changed everything for me. I have I have supported a woman so she does not have to work because I know how to make more money. And this is not even including Maisha Francis, who we supported together, right? Do it the easiest way possible. The easiest way possible is for you to learn how to make money. It's a lot of money out there. It's a lot of money out there. Maybe we think that there's only so much money and there's not enough to go around. And so we have to do a nonprofit and ask other people to support the thing. But seriously, you can just make enough money. Okay? We're not getting on the struggle bus. Some of us have been the struggle bus driver, not just on the bus, drove the bus. No. Krishan from Blacks at Global says she gave up her struggle bus pass. Okay? All right. Okay? Money's not a bad word. It's out here. And it's the solution to a lot of people's problems. If you see a problem out in the world and you would like to solve that problem, I submit the answer is not starting a nonprofit. The answer is make more money. Let's do that together. Let's do that. Oh, Jay Speaks Live. I currently have a nonprofit. I'm ready to let it go. Friend, let it go. Let it go. You have a good heart, but you have to live a whole life. And there is a solution to the problem that your nonprofit was addressing that doesn't require your exhaustion. Thank you. Okay? Learn how to make more money. In 2014, my last full year as a pharmacy technician. Well, I don't know how much I actually made. My hourly pay was $22 an hour, which is $46,000 a year, I believe. But I made a little more than that because, I worked a whole lot to get the sabbatical money together. I worked extra and. But let's say $46,000. I started my YouTube channel in 2019 and coaching in 2019, 2020, right on the cusp. In 2021, I made I used to know these numbers. Okay, I think in 2021 I made $46,000 without a job from YouTube and coaching. I know in 2022 I made 46,000. I made 48 or $49,000 just from my YouTube ad revenue, just from this channel, from y'all watching ads. Thank you for that, or having YouTube Premium. Thank you for that, right? And I make enough money to do the things that I would dream about starting a nonprofit on, right? Now, maybe one day my business will branch off into a foundation, right? Maybe, some businesses move money from from profits into a foundation. Rachel Rogers, my coach, has done that, right? Maybe, but that a foundation is funded by a business, right? A foundation is funded by knowing how to make money. Okay? If your dream is a nonprofit, instead let me change your dream. Let me change your dream from a nonprofit to a foundation. Let's create a business that has enough profits that we can give to whomever we choose. Foundations can do what they want. Foundations have a lot less, there's still a lot of rules and restrictions, but they can give to whomever they want. Whereas nonprofits, it's, who you give to is closely watched, right? Let's make that a dream. Let's make it, I know how to make enough money that we can solve this problem. Okay? Not, I want to start a nonprofit. Okay, don't do it. I'm begging you. We spent a lot of time on this because I'm begging you. Okay? You're tired. You're tired. What you don't need is a nonprofit. Just make more money. Okay? Okay. I think you heard me. Somebody's still going to do it. The 1%, I hope I've at least taken it from 1% to 0.1%, from 75 to 7. Okay. Please. Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, number 5 thing. Oh, so let's talk about the making more money thing. I said let's make more money together. Okay. If you already have a business, okay, if you have no business yet and no idea for a business yet, close your ears or go get some coffee, get some tea, and then come back. Join us back in a couple of minutes. Okay. If you have a business and you're not bringing in clients and what you need is to make more money, I understand that. I've been there. Rashida and I can work on this with you together. The Get Your Next 3 Clients Challenge starts on Sunday, which is tomorrow. Get Your Next 3 Clients Challenge starts tomorrow. We still have spots open. If you have received an email from us this week from Exodus Summit, you've got the link to join the challenge. If you are in the Exodus Summit Facebook community, there is a post on joining the challenge. We're not going to put the link to join the challenge on YouTube. Okay? It's for Black women, Black women only. So what does it mean if you have a business? If you do a thing, if you provide a product or service for money, or frankly, if you provide a product or service but you haven't charged money for it yet, join us in the challenge. What we do in the Get Your Next 3 Clients Challenge is we show you how to get in front of audiences of people to offer your thing, your service, or your product. Okay? What I don't do is prospect one at a time for clients. Prospecting for clients sucks. If you're a freelancer, you know what I'm talking about. You find somebody who you think would be a good client, then you reach out to them and back and forth and back and forth. You have to prospect for 40 hours to get one client, sometimes more than that, to get one client, and then you do a couple hours worth of work, and then you got to do it all over again and prospect for a new client. What Rashida and I teach you in the Get Your Next 3 Clients Challenge, which starts tomorrow, is how to get your message, your business, in front of groups, audiences of people, of relevant people, and then offer your thing and move them over into your business as paying clients. Some of you have a business, but you're not charging. Or you could have a business, but you do a thing, but you're not charging. Join us in the challenge so that you can start considering this a real business with a real offer and making real money. The challenge is Sunday through Friday. We meet for group coaching at 3 p.m. Eastern time. And you need to, for if you can come for an hour for group coaching, you're good, okay? But you're also going to need another half an hour every day to do the assignments. Sometimes a full hour, but at least half an hour. At least get yourself started every day before group coaching. Yeah, the challenge is, so 25 women maximum, 25 business owners. If you feel like having 25 Black women know what you do could make a difference in your business. And spoiler alert, it can, right? Having 25 people who know, move about the world, move about their lives, and be like, oh, do you know so and so? She does this, right? If you think that having 25 Black women know what you do would be helpful, then the price of the challenge is worth it alone. Okay. On top of that, you're getting coaching from us. We're going to firm you up on what you offer, at least one offer, right? We're going to get you firm on one thing that you offer for money. Some women do one-on-one coaching. Some women do a digital download. Some women do a webinar type workshop type thing, which I'm moving over to for House Sitter School. House Sitters going from individual coaching to a monthly, not monthly, once a month Zoom group call, right? Anyway, I shouldn't have brought that up. Yeah, okay. I'm moving out of one-on-one coaching, talking about house sitting, and into a group call, one time group call. That's all you need for house sitting. One time call. So one-on-one coaching, group coaching, webinars, freelancers, right? Consulting. If you're doing a thing and you need to get clients on the internet and you're a Black woman, join us in the challenge. If you have a couple of different ideas, you don't have a business yet, you have a couple of different solid ideas for what you could do, join us in the challenge. We can work through that, like seriously, tomorrow, okay? We can work through that, picking something tomorrow. And then if you would like to start a business to make some money, but you don't really know, don't join the challenge, okay? This is not for, I'm thinking about it, but I don't know what I would do. Get clear on that first. Get coaching from somebody on that first, okay? The challenge is for, I have an idea for a thing to offer, or I offer a thing. I need clients. Because what happens is, I've been thinking about it, comes into the challenge, and then we get you clear on that first thing on day one, but then you don't want to do the rest of the stuff. You're not ready. You're not ready. I love people in the challenge who need money, right? Because y'all gonna do your assignments, okay? I've been there. I'm in a coaching community right now. I paid a whole bunch of money to be in that community. And it's about getting sponsorships. I told you I want sponsors on this channel. I'm in a sponsorship community. I paid a whole lot of money. I'm doing my work because I need these sponsorships on this channel. I feel like I'm losing money every month that I don't have a sponsor. You know what I mean? I'm doing my work, whereas somebody else who is just there because their boss paid for it and whatever, they're not doing their work. They're not doing their assignment. Same thing in the challenge, okay? Rizzo Roz, hi. I have a business and a product already and want to sign up. If your product is not a physical product, go ahead and join us. Go to the Exodus Summit community If you're in the Exodus Summit Facebook community, if you're not yet, join us there. And then you'll see the post to join the challenge. Um, what was I saying? Something. Yeah, I think I finished that, right? I'm in the community. I'm doing my work. I'm doing my work. If you just want someday you'd like to start a business and do something, maybe you will, maybe you won't, but this is not the time to figure that out, okay? Book some one-on-one calls with somebody and work on that, okay? This challenge is for women who are going to come in and do the work and leave with clients, okay? How are we going to take the credit? How are we going to take the credit if you don't do the work? Okay. Josette, physical products are a thing that we don't do. And Josette and Rizzo Raz. Rashida and I do digital products. We do coaching. We provide a service and we do digital products, but not physical products. We're probably not the coaches for you if you sell physical products. Okay. No, I said probably. We're not the right coaches for you for physical products. If we do digital products, right? House Sitter School is a digital download. Exodus Summit is a virtual summit. From Burnout to Bliss is a group coaching program. Um, that's what we know. Physical products are different, okay? Challenge works best for coaches and consultants, freelancers, retreat hosts, and like trip organizers, people in those worlds. In particular, I'd say coaches, as coaches, join us, right? If the difference between you starting a nonprofit and you starting and just having the money to give to somebody, if the difference is some more clients, join us. Some more is the difference price, some more clients and better pricing. Pricing better. Doing a better job of putting a price on things. Okay? But go to the Exodus Summit community, which is exodussummit.com/community, and join us. And then once you're inside of the community, you'll see the link to the challenge. Okay? Okay? Link to the challenge. All right, friends? Yeah, T says I do digital and physical products. Okay, digital, we're down. We got you. Okay, we got you. Yeah, join us if you sell a digital product or you do coaching or freelancing or retreat hosting or something where people buy online, right? And you don't have enough clients and you don't have a way to get more clients. If you already have a client getting well, right? If you already go to a well when it's time to sell some products and you sell the products you need or the services you need, then keep doing that, okay? But what we're going to teach in the challenge is how to get yourself in front of audiences of people who are relevant and how to, and not just get in front of them, but how to convert them into paying clients, coaching clients, freelance clients, consulting clients. That's what we do. 6 days, it moves really fast and it's a lot, okay? But what we teach you, you're going to do over and over and over and over and over. It's what we do, right? We've hosted a virtual event for Exodus Summit that has sold in 4 years. Exodus Summit has sold over $1 million in tickets, right? We know how to get sales. What we do when we need sales, we go out and talk our talk on the internet in front of relevant audiences, okay? And that's what we're going to teach you how to do. Virtual assistant, Lauren, I hope you come. Okay, I have been I was a virtual assistant who did things the wrong way. I love when virtual assistants come to the challenge because I can stop you from making some of the mistakes I made. I started as a virtual assistant in 2017 when I started house sitting. I left I was a pharmacy technician. I took a sabbatical. I came back to work and I was like, I don't want to. I don't want to work in a pharmacy. I want to be able to travel the world. I started as a house sitter and a virtual assistant, but I did it the wrong way. I chose specifically a group of clients who could not pay me, right? And a group of clients who did not yet know the thing that I wanted to sell them. didn't understand it. So I had to convince them that they needed it and sign them on as clients. It was hard. I love when virtual assistants join the challenge because in a virtual assistant business, you need to make sure that you're providing a specific service. Virtual assistants are usually very specialized. Provide a specific service, and you need to make sure that you know how to find an audience of people who already needs that. They already know they need it, right? You don't have to convince them. That's what I did wrong. I did lead magnets and funnel stuff for coaches, lead magnets and landing pages to help them grow an email list. But they were so new that they didn't know that they even needed an email list. It was hard. It was not good. It was not the right way to approach the business. Every time we have a virtual assistant in the challenge, I'm like, girl, let me tell you my story. Now, let's work on how you don't repeat that. Okay? Yeah, graphic designer, freelancer of any sort. If you're a freelancer and you don't have a way today of being like, I need some sales, I need some clients, let me go out and talk my talk. If you don't do that yet, you will by this time next week. Okay? You will this time next week. Okay. This challenge is for Black women. If you live your life as a Black woman, join the challenge. If not, then no. You can be Black and Native American. You can be Black and Latina, right? But if you're not Black, no. Challenge is for Black women, which is one of the reasons the link is not on the internet. I know it's difficult. It's not easy. You can't just push a button right now and join, okay? But get into the Exodus Summit community. I just put the Exodus Summit link on the screen, didn't I? Join Exodus Summit, right? That's how we find out that you're a Black woman, your Facebook profile. And then you'll see the link to join the challenge. Starts tomorrow. 3 p.m. Eastern time is group coaching, but you'll want some time a little before group coaching to get in, introduce yourself, meet everybody, and do the day 0 and day 1 thing. Day 0 email has gone out already. ExodusSummit.com/community. Okay? Okay, I'm so excited. We're excited, Brittany. We're excited. When I sent the email this morning, we had 6 spots left, but I expect before we go on that call tomorrow, we'll be at 25. We'll have all 25 students. Yeah, Sandra, we're going to talk about an offer. Most of us have a variety of offers at different price points, right? And at different levels of delivery, right? Different amount of touch, right? House sitter school is different from my house sitting workshop, right? House sitter school, right? So we're going to work on an offer this week in the challenge for anyone, whether you already sell something or not. We're going to work on an offer. Most of us will end up with an offer and then an idea for what the next thing will be. But what is the most expeditious? What is the shortest path to some money? Right? We've talked about this. Sandra just said we're not afraid of money. Okay. So this is about money. What is the shortest path to me making money? What is the thing I can get out right away that someone will pay me for? And then you'll work on more robust offers or something later. Okay, but what is the shortest path? For some people, it's one-on-one coaching. For some people who have done one-on-one already, it might be a group thing, right? It might be some group coaching. For people who have it might be a digital download. For some of you, a digital download is the shortest way to money, right? I've answered your question 4 times. The answer is yes. Will we work on an offer this week? Absolutely. You're not going to leave this challenge without an offer. That's the first thing it's the second thing we do, right? By the end of day 2, maybe day 1. By the end of day 2, you will have an offer out in the world. It's scary to a lot of people. Hang on, okay? It's a moving train. It's a moving train. But what we do gets businesses jump started, or businesses that are already started, gets them on path. We don't want to see you out here next year at the same point in your business. The reason I talk money so much And I think I've thought about stopping a little bit, pulling back. But because people get, some of y'all aren't healed around money, okay? And you get so nervous and I lose you. But the reason I talk about money so much in as far as my business goes, how much I make and how much YouTube pays me and how much my coaching costs and how much, right? The reason I talk about it so much is there's growth there. And I just want to show it, right? I just want to show the growth. So you see that that's where you can go. I have coaches. I have a business coach, and then I have a second business coach, and then I have a sponsorship coach. I have a writing coach. And then on next Monday, I have my first call with a book publishing coach, a woman I'm turning into my mentor for the publishing business, not the writing business, but the publishing business, right? So I got a team of people, not near none of them, not near none of the people I have paid to help me are cagey about their successes. They talk out loud about the successes that they have, and I want it too. Okay, so then I pay them to coach me, give me the shortcut, which is number 5 on my list. We, in 2024, we are not looking down on the shortcut. We are embracing the shortcut. My coaches, my mentors, this fifth lady, she's going to be more like a mentor, I think. She founded a book publishing company and sold it and retired. That's my girl. That's my girl. Okay, I'm right behind her. I'm not right behind her. I'm steps and steps and steps behind her. But she gonna drag me to success. Drag me, baby. Drag me to a book publishing company that I can either sell or just keep, but not run, and retire on my yacht. That's what I want. Okay? I can't wait for this conversation with this woman. She's a white woman, but I can't wait for this conversation. I talked to her on December 5th. I'm gonna have a new attitude. Okay? I'm about to have a new attitude with December 4th. December 4th, my coaching call with her. My first of probably many. My first of many calls with her. Okay? Yeah, we're on number 5. Number 1 was what we're not going to do in 2024. Number 1, keep adding to our physical stuff. Keep adding to the clutter. Number 2, we're not putting off travel and sabbaticals for the future, whatever that could be. We're doing it now. This is 2024 is the year of the bucket list trip, whatever you want to call it. 2024 is the year of the excursion. Right? We're going to Paris for the Olympics. We're going to Fiji for our 50th birthday. We're doing things, okay? Number 3, we are not moving into 2024 cheering for other people more than we cheer for ourselves. We are now serving people from the overflow. Octavia Rahim taught us that. We are serving people from the overflow, not from our reserve. Okay? Number 4, we're not starting a nonprofit. That was just a personal aside. We're not starting a nonprofit in 2024. Okay, we're not. We're just going to learn how to make the money to fund our vision. Just learn how to make the money to fund your vision. We're not starting a nonprofit. Okay, it's too much. It's too much. Okay, number 5, we're not looking down on shortcuts anymore. I know Black excellence told us we had to do it for ourselves and we had to do it the long way. I know Black excellence told us that there was some sort of pride in doing it alone, starting from scratch. You ain't got to start from scratch. You find somebody who already did it and you get help from them. Hello, that's coaching, that's mentorship. Okay? We are surrounding ourselves with mentors in 2024. Okay? For whatever we want. Whatever thing you want, you should have a mentor or two for it. We doing that in 2024. Okay? Somebody not too long ago talked about having a young person mentor. I think it might have been in one of the over 60 videos, right? One of the things she's doing in her life is she is finding young people to mentor her. Keep her young, keep her tuned into technology and life and whatever. Whatever thing you want, we are getting mentors. We are getting coaches. We are leaning into our advantages. A thing that people love about me is that I'm a Black woman. And I stand out. I pitched 4 speaking engagements this week. And please believe I made sure they understood I was a Black woman, because these conferences have a history of having very white panels, very white speakers, right? I'm Black. Book me. Yes, indeed. Lean into our advantages. We take the shortcut. Take the shortcut. We're not looking down on the in 2024. Reframe your idea of things. Reframe it. We're taking shortcuts in 2024. All right? What Shoshana do? I can't find it. I can't find it. I see everyone congratulating you, but I can't see what it is. I'm on a third party called Ecamm Live, and I can't see everything. Shoshana. I'm going to type your name in. Oh, you typed a lot. 3 years okay, 3 years trying to get a green card in Uganda. Okay. Good luck. Good luck, friend. There are places that have a reputation for being easier. Those of you who are looking to get a green card, right? Looking to get residency somewhere. There are places that have reputations for being easy or like a simple, understandable process. Even if it's a little, like they change it. They change things, right? It depends on what person, any individual person could have a say. But that's a thing that you want to Google, right? What is the process for getting residency in this country, and how hard is it? How much of a headache is it going to be? I think that should be for some of us. Now, Shoshana may be in a different situation. I'm not talking about Shoshana, but I'm just saying, so if you read that comment and it discourages you, just Google, ask about us. Ask in the Exodus Summit community, ask some women, where did they get residency and how difficult was the process? And pick the easy, I'm going to tell you, pick the easiest route, right? Pick the easiest route. All right. Oh, Chinese billionaire. Pick the easiest route. My clients are awake. Okay, thank you. You look down and they're right on the edge of the walking path. There's a little walking path, a river, a little bridge, a little footbridge that goes over the river. Do you want to say hi this morning? Every time I turn the thing, he gets shy. Let me clean off your eye booger first. You want to say hi? This is Gino. Say hi to YouTube. Everything good, Gino? Anything happening? Yeah, I'm house sitting. Gino is a clinger. He's very clingy. Cuccio is less clingy, but he is the boss. He's in charge. He's the small one. All right. Okay. All right. Shortcuts. We're not looking down on those anymore. We ask for help, and that's that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, they're very good. Sometimes you all know. Sometimes when I do a live stream when I'm house sitting, it's pandemonium. But they're very good dogs. They just happen to have sometimes they have enemies. They have nemesis. There's a lot of dogs in the complex. We're in a whole complex. There's a lot of dogs in the complex, but we're right on the edge of the path. So, like I'm looking right now, and I can see the almost the entrance to the footbridge. And so, yes, they speak Spanish. So there are certain dogs that they're like, I know that's not who I think it is. I know good and well that schnauzer is not walking past my place. And then other dogs, they don't care at all. right? The workman, yesterday the workman was on the roof right across here, right here. They didn't say a peep. But anybody, that gray schnauzer, they let her have it. Okay, they let her have it. Okay, how did we do on the thing? Look, okay, shortcuts. I think we're into that. Okay. Um, Number six, a thing that I've heard a lot of conversations about. In 2024, we're not going to stay the person we were. We, I'm trying to talk about it. I can't. I want to give an example, but I can't give the specific example from the conversation I had. But we're not going to stay the person we were, and we're not going to keep repeating out loud that we're that person. I can tell you a different example. In coaching, a woman in one of the challenges, I think it may have been the Get Your Next Three Clients challenge, as a matter of fact, she said, "Oh, I'm just so scattered, so scatterbrained," or something like that about herself. And I was like, friend, I I met you a few months ago, or a year, maybe a year ago at that point, on the internet. Since I've met you, you have moved to Asia, got a teaching job, this and that, come home and taking care of an ill parent, right, came back and then moved to Mexico and got a different teaching job. You seem to be a person who gets things done. I felt what I said to her is, I have experienced you as a person who gets things done. So I don't know this other version. I'm sure she did exist, but that's not who you are today. So we're not going to stay telling people we're that person, and that includes ourselves. We're not going to keep repeating those things, right? If we were going to do that, then I would have to still be sad Stephanie. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to be her anymore. You don't have to be that. In my YouTube challenge, I'm not good with tag. I'm not good with tag. Girl, stop. You're repeating that so much, you're missing the coaching. We're not even talking about tech. I'm talking about writing an outline for a YouTube video. I'm talking about searching on YouTube to find other YouTubers who are talking to your audience. Ain't nobody talk about tech. We don't edit videos in my challenge. Who asked you? Who asked you if you were good at tech? I know I didn't. 2024, we're not going to keep repeating what we're not over and over and over. I had a very specific conversation about how listen, I'm done. I used to be that person. I'm not going to be that person anymore. But it starts inside of your mind. It starts with your own words. I was like, who asked you? Every time, I'm not good with tech. Hi, in the challenge. I'll be like, who has a question about the format? The first, like the first 2 minutes of the challenge is like, we meet on Zoom at 3 p.m. You're already on the Zoom call, so you already know that. You've gotten there. You leave your homework in the place. The link is already there. Stephanie, but I'm not good. I'm Stephanie. I'm not good with tech. I didn't ask you that. Stop repeating that stuff over and over and over again. Affirm what you do. I wrote down some things. I wrote down some of my own gifts this week. I am a gifted writer. I am compassionate. I am a gifted teacher and leader. I am a gifted emotion feeler. I wrote that down because maybe I will feel my emotions. I know a lot of people like to block their emotions out. I get into them. Get into it. Oh, we feeling this way today? I'm all in. I'm not going to read the last one. Okay. I wrote down my gifts. Write them down and then repeat them. And then live them out. Okay? What Black excellence has done, listen, I can't stand Black excellence. What Black excellence has done to Black women is told you can't be bad at stuff and get better. You have to be good at it. You have to be the best at it. period. No, you don't. You have to start out bad and get better. You just don't remember starting out bad at some of the other stuff, right? You don't remember being a kid who couldn't write your own name. You don't remember that. But you started out really bad at school before you got good. Maybe you got good before school started. Maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe you started kindergarten already knowing how to read, and so you don't remember the struggles of learning how to read. But you had to, just like everybody else. You can learn how to upload a video. You don't have to keep affirming that you're bad at tech. You don't have to keep affirming. I try my hardest to say because when people ask me about starting the Exodus Summit business with Rashida and starting things, and I say I needed, I wanted to bring on someone to work on these things because I wanted them to happen. I got visions. I got ideas. Did not have a history of seeing things through. But I try to say that in a way that makes sure that I'm not saying I don't see things through, because I do. Today, I do. This channel exists because I can see something through, right? Every offer that I have, I've listed out of this today, just a few different things that I sell for money. Those started from nothing, from an idea. So I now have a history of seeing things through. But at that point, I didn't. And so I try my hardest when I say it to not say, I don't see things through. Instead, I say I had at that point a history of not seeing some things through. And this was important. I knew that Exodus Summit was important enough that I wanted it to actually happen. And so I brought on help, partners, partnered with people. Same thing in my book world. I think it's a thing. I think it's important. I'm bringing on people to partner with me on this in different ways. Coach me, mentor me, teach me. I'm not on. I feel like I got off track. We're not supporting. Oh no, number 6. We're not staying who we were. So I could stay. I could still say I don't see things through, but I don't say that. What I say is at that point I did not have a history of seeing things through, and I wanted to change that. All right. Okay, so we're not going to, anybody want to type out some things that they want to affirm? Something, think in your mind, maybe. Why don't we do this? Why don't we um, think in our mind something that we have been repeating about ourselves that we want to stop saying. And then instead, in the chat, write out what the new thing is. So in my mind, I would think, I have had a history of not seeing things through. But in the chat, I'm going to write out, I bring my visions to fruition. Okay? If you want to rewire some stuff so you don't take that into 2024, start with your language. Josette says that's my issue now. So we decide on a different way to word these things. And we say, it can be as simple as I get help when I need help. I've been saying, right? When we get help, when we need help, we get help. That's an easy one. That rolls off the tongue. When I need help, I get help. Okay? Maybe you do have a history of getting frustrated and stuck and quitting. Maybe you have that history. Okay? But not today. Today, when you need help, you get help, and people are willing, and you find somebody who's willing, eager to help you, eager to answer your questions, eager to walk you through things with patience, Connie Perry needs to write that one out. Connie Perry finds people who are eager to help her. Other people. Just Kendra. Let's affirm this. Just Kendra, I have people in my life who make my life easier. Maybe in the past you have had a struggle with that, but not today. Facing Mount Kenya, I am not asking permission. Olayinka, I am good with time. Affirm that. Shania, I take action. Short and sweet, baby. I take action. Do it. Do it. Choose to shine says, end procrastination once and for all. MJ, I allow maximum ease and flow in my ease and flow. maximum. Maximum ease and flow in my ease and flow. Traveling the diaspora. I bring my business into fruition. My business is making money and serving people. Thank you. Ty, I bring my visions to fruition. T, I get results. Lady Sarita, change is a constant in life. Embrace it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Embrace it. You're going to have to get used to it. You're going to have to get used to it. Sandra's voice. I bring my vision of going to South Africa in 2024 to fruition. I'm doing it. Right, Sandra? You're doing it. Do it. Portia, I'm progressing one step at a time while trusting the process. That's all it takes. Progress, faith. Do it. JW, I follow through. JW, you now follow through. And if you find there's a situation where you're not following through, you don't fall back into, I knew it, that's just who I am. No, you say, oop, look at me. Let me make sure I follow through. Let me stop myself because I follow through. Even if I didn't follow through this time, I'm going to correct that because I follow through. I watched this white dude from, I believe, Australia. Struthless is the name of his YouTube channel. His name is Campbell. And he said once he identified as a non-smoker, it was easier to stop smoking. Right? He wasn't that person anymore. He didn't want to carry that person with him anymore. For all the times he previously tried to stop smoking, he was a smoker trying to quit. But one day he said, oh no, I'm a non-smoker. I'm not a smoker. I'm not saying it was so much easier, but he did follow through. He is today not a smoker. It's not only that, right? But we do need words to change our mind. Your words will change your mind. Your words are already telling you what to think. You just don't hear them because you're busy. You don't hear what you're telling yourself. You're telling yourself how to do, how to think, how to feel, who to be, all the time. So I think we change our words. So Renee Wiley says she is a procrastinator today. All right, if you have been a procrastinator in the past, what do you need to say to yourself to be a person who prioritizes things and does them today? You don't have to be that. You can still procrastinate in the future without being a procrastinator and all that means, right? All of the previous procrastinatory failures of the past don't have to follow you today. I'm not saying you're going to cure procrastination. I don't know that it's possible. I don't know that anybody has cured procrastination. But you don't have to identify as the procrastinator. You don't have to carry that with you. And you don't have to fall back. Anytime you're doing something procrastinatory, you don't have to fall back into, I knew it. That's who I can never. I just don't. Is that how yours sounds? That's how mine sounds. I knew it. just laying here, not doing it. And you're going to do it at the last minute, rushing. Every time, over how many times? Remember that time in 5th grade? If you hadn't been such a procrastinator, this could have been done, right? You need to shut that up. I think our words can do that. Kiva, doors and opportunity open easily for me. Valencia, my intuition and ethic is worthy and correct. Abstract, I have control over my life and how I make money. I think a lot of us need this one. I have control over my life and how I make money. Cat, I am a potentate with multiple talents, gifts, interests. I lead with my curiosity. Josette says, I am consistent with what I want to do. Pretty Lady 818, I can start over at any time. Boom. Okay. You don't have to stay in the place that you're in. You can start over anytime. Anytime. I have focus and follow through. I know how to ask for help. Bluebell. Yes. Okay. That's what we're doing. Teresa, I love myself no matter what happens. Facing Mount Kenya, I am a gift to the world. Nah, outlaw, I am disciplined and get things done as required. I do it afraid. I ask for help when needed. Another one we can all use. Okay, I do it afraid. And I ask for help when needed. What a life changer. That will change your life. Being able to do things you're afraid to do and being able to ask for help when you need will change a lot. Will change a lot. Okay, so I came in with 6 before we started. I ended up with 7 because my 7th thing that we're not taking with us in 2024 is in 2024, we are not perpetuating American exception. I can say it. In 2024, we are not perpetuating American exceptionalism. What are 3 ways that I think today we might be perpetuating American exceptionalism, even though we don't mean to? First, what is American exceptionalism? Exceptionalism is the notion that it's better here. I'm not here. I'm in Costa Rica. It's the idea that it's better in the United States, and the way the United States does it is the best way. That will ruin your chances of getting out. Okay, you gotta tear that down for yourself. But you also need to make sure, I think, we can make sure that we're not perpetuating this notion in the way that we do things. First way that I think we're perpetuating American exceptionalism, which Lisa James talked to us about in Exodus Summit 2023 in her travel safety talk, right? A lot of the talk about safety is because people think America is the best, even if you don't mean to, right? This idea of safety is that it's not safe in other places. Is probably because you've believed that America is an exception, that we're better, and we're not. You're not. Okay. First way that we perpetuate this is by staying in the United States. When you know that other places are available, when you know that you might be happier in other places, I think when you continue to stay in the U.S. when you don't want to, you might be doing it because you're perpetuating the idea of American exceptionalism. Number 2, trusting political parties with no evidence that they're going to do what you want them to do. Number 3, number 3. Number 3, by trying. Did you tell her to get? Okay. She's gone. She's walking. Gino. escucho, ya. Gino, ya. Venga, venga. Okay, siéntate. All right. Number 3, trying to trying to do the way things are done in the U.S. in other countries. Buying up the land, trying to colonize other places. You are perpetuating the notion that the way it's done in the U.S. is the best way. Home ownership in general is not that thing, not that girl in other countries. Home ownership is not that girl in some other countries. And you go into another country and buying a home is just perpetuating the notion that the way it's done in the U.S. is the way it should be done in other places. So we're not doing that, okay? We're not doing it. Okay? Thank you. All right. That was number 7. Yeah, Jazzy, we perpetuate it while in those other countries by refusing to relax and enjoy those places, being on the American schedule, the hurry, rush, urgent. Just because that's the way it's done here doesn't mean that's the way it should be done. And that's not how they want it. If they wanted it to be like that there, it would be like that there. They don't do that there because they don't want to do that there. Okay? Don't move into their country and try to make it little America. Okay? Traveling the Diaspora says, be open to the other places without expectations. Leave the states in the states. A word. Leave the states in the states. Okay? You left there. Stop trying to recreate it. Leave that there. Leave it all there. Start new, okay? Our house didn't burn down. We have our good sis here who had a home fire, okay? But our house didn't burn down. But maybe we should act like it did. Leave all of it. Leave it, okay? Refusing to learn other languages. You can learn once you get there. I think a lot of us in this community in particular are concerned with being fluent in a language or learning another language before you go somewhere. You're going to learn it when you get there, and it's going to be easier, okay? You're going to learn it when you get there. But I think we've got to. We've got to learn it. We also can't just go there and rely on English. Oh, they speak English, so I speak English, okay? No. All right? Girl, no, it does not. Somewhere, where was I? And probably here on the map, you know how you look on restaurants and it'll be like the busy hour. And the busy hour is always 10 o'clock p.m. Please. I'm not even conscious to the world at 10 o'clock p.m. I am knocked out at 10 p.m. All right. Okay. Yeah, so this one, Callie says school isn't everything. My kid can miss some school. Traveling is much more enriching. Yeah, so the idea of schools, U.S. has a real like prepare the kids for work life school system, right? The school system here is designed to prepare them for a 9 to 5, right? Not prepare them with a skill, but I mean prepare them in terms of being in a place on time and not missing. I think that idea of but you have to go to school, like you have to go to school 180 days out of the year is really just prep for it. You have to have a job and you got to go to work, and work has to be the most important thing. School has to be the most important thing. I'm not saying that learning isn't the most important thing for children, but school is not the only way for your kids are going to learn, right? And the refusal of some parents to let their kids miss school for events, for things, is bonkers. But it's because the school has taught them and the state has taught them not to let your kid miss school for anything. And that's like ridiculous. Think about it for a second, right? Think about it for a second. But I think it just ties into making them workers. Not that a school is teaching them a skill, because it's definitely not, but it is teaching them how to be a worker. And so we don't care about that over here. Take your kids on a trip. Take your kids on multiple trips. If in 2024 you're taking your trip of a lifetime, do it. Take the kids with you. Yeah, Abba says not recreating her old life in her new country was some of the best advice she's received. Yes, burn it. Burn it to the ground. Burn your old life to the ground if you want to. And start with just what you want in your home, in your day, in your life. I'm kind of a burn it to the ground kind of person. You can leave it all and just build from one thing at a time. What do I really want? Okay. Eating hours are so funny. I feel like so this is an American exceptionalism thing that I'm struggling. That's my struggle. The hours of operation for restaurants. I'm like, but I'm hungry. What you mean? Right? It's 1 p.m. I should be able to have lunch at 1 p.m. What you mean y'all don't serve lunch? I'm hungry. That's where I struggle. I'm not worried about going someplace and buying up a bunch of land and colonizing a place. But sometimes I do want a restaurant to be open when I want to eat. I do want that restaurant to be open. I'm hungry now. What you mean y'all are closed till 6 p.m.? Okay. Okay, friends, let's cut that out. Okay, they're going to stay in there now where it's closer to the barking place. Right? Eve says Disney World is open 365 days a year. Some kids are missing out on school. Your kids will be okay. Go to Egypt. Eve said, take your kids to Egypt. Okay. She said it. Eve said it. Okay. Eve is somebody's mama, somebody's grandma. She said, take your kids to Egypt. Just do it. Okay. All right. And then you added on some other numbers I wrote down. We're not supporting grown relatives anymore. Like, what was the real grown? What was the real comment? Raising grown relatives anymore. Okay. We're not living in a false sense of urgency anymore. These are some things I hope we can, as a person who is already living in 2024. Since I'm already living in 2024, I've seen the future. And these are things we're not doing anymore. Okay? Black women are not doing these things anymore. Okay? How did we do? Hi, Pamela. Oh, super chat. Okay. So listen. Hi. Welcome, Pamela Scott, Arizona realtor and apartment locator. Welcome. Super chat. Okay, friends, listen. Okay. I'm sorry. Veronica, I hope you're still here. Veronica, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. And Torian, hi, Torian Dreams, a new name. I'm behind on the video, but want to show love. Thank you so much. Welcome. And thank you for the super chat. I hope you're still here. I hope you catch this on the replay at least. Thank you very much. So on this channel, we pool money together to send Black women on sabbatical. We pool it into what's called the Vacarian Sabbatical Fund, and I'd give super chat money there. So if you've seen an old video where there was a lot of super chat activity, and then you see on new videos there's not a lot of super chat activity, it's because we have moved from super chat to Patreon. Patreon, where we are pooling money to send a Black woman on sabbatical. I haven't moved money over from the merch shop in quite a while, but I can tell you what the Patreon money has totaled. No, USAA. One of the things I would like someone to help me with is trying to find a place, a bank. It doesn't have to be a bank. Find an app that will create like not a leaderboard, but a graph to show where we are. If our goal is $25,000, a thing that will show a graph that shows where we are on that, how close we are. My bank doesn't do that, but there's probably an app that, because this is not a fundraiser site, right? You know how fundraising sites, but we're not using a fundraising site. We're just using a bank account, Patreon and a bank account. So today we have $8,965.37 in our Vicarian Sabbatical Fund. 896537. If I can stop the pop-ups on my phone, I'll show you. Okay, so that's the Vicarian Sabbatical Fund. We don't have a plan for the money yet because you're right, we got to get together sometime soon. I've been saying that all year, literally 11 months. For 11 months, I've been saying we're going to get together and find the next person. I'm going to link in the description of this video 2 places that you can contribute. If you're watching from the future, if you're watching the replay, hello, friends in the future. I hope it's amazing. I'm going to link to 2 different places. First, I'm going to link to the Patreon, and then I'm going to link to Alicia Renice's Sabbatical Fund, which is separate. Okay? One way to support a Black woman on sabbatical is give money directly to Alicia Renice, who's a Black woman who's part of this community. She's a Black woman artist. She's a musician and other things, songwriter, creator. And she has a project that she wants to work on full time. She wants to dedicate her time to it. And she would love if by spring she is at $25,000, a very familiar number. Okay? So first, you can give directly to Alicia Renice. Oh, shucks. Let me relink that with the space. I'm missing a space in there. Copy, paste. Okay, since I've taken so long to figure out what we're going to do with our money, with this money, we will meet and we'll talk about that. But if you just want to give some money to someone and you'll know who it is before you give it, then Alicia Renice is your girl. Okay, so Alicia Renice is a member, like a community member, a member of this community, but she is a woman who is making healing music and other things. She does more than music, but her music has been very healing to women in this community. She does okay, her YouTube channel is Alicia Renice, okay? ALECIARENECE. So HTTPS YouTube. If you want to see who she is before you give the money, /@Alicia Renice. I think I've done this right. YouTube.com/@Alicia Renice. Okay, so if you want to give some sabbatical money, then you can give it to her directly. You'll see her thing, and she's on, because it's on the coffee site, there is a leaderboard, like a thing that shows progress tracker. We love her. We want to support her. So you can do that directly. If you're sick of me saying, I don't know where this money is going, just give it to me. Okay? All right. If you would like to give money monthly to the Vicarian Sabbatical Fund, even though right now we don't know who we're giving the money to. Okay, I understand that this is a problem. I understand that it's harder to say, yeah, I'll give some money if you don't know who the money's going to. When we knew it was Maisha, it was easy, right? Money's going to Maisha Francis, easy to give. Here, like, girl, what are you doing? Okay, I understand that, but I got to get together with the patrons to figure it out. We haven't done that yet. In the meantime, you can become a patron at patreon.com/vicarious. That is how we're getting the money together to give a Black woman $25,000 for her sabbatical. Who? I don't know. Okay? That's all I have to say about that. And I said that because the Super Chat money goes there. Okay? Super Chat money goes into the Vicarian Sabbatical Fund. All right. And Alicia she has the Black Girl Create. I know, I was like, how much do I say and how much do I not say, right? She's written books. She's an author. She has the Black Girl Creative podcast. Just go to her YouTube channel. It's easier for me to click to her YouTube channel and then tell you her coffee link is on her channel and it's in the description of this video. That's the easiest way, okay? That's the easiest way. if you want to support a Black woman's sabbatical for 2024, these are the two ways, okay? Through Alicia's direct fundraiser and through my Patreon. Also, my merch money goes there. If you're watching in the US, you should see a merch shelf down here. The merch money also goes there. I need to holler at Maisha. Yes, we will talk to her maybe December. I don't know where. Assume she's back in the US. We'll talk to Maisha very soon. Yes, to see how it was. She was in Rwanda. Maisha Francis is a painter, and she was a teacher in the US. She left her job to go to Rwanda to make art and teach art. I think she taught some art and learn and rest. So maybe I wanted her to be done with it before we talk to her. So she's done with it. She's transformed into a new thing. And so yes, the answer is we haven't interviewed her yet, but we will. We will. Her channel is Maisha, Creatively Yours Maisha. But she's Myesha. I think I always put an I in there. Let me see if I can get there anytime soon. But she has her own YouTube channel. Creatively Yours Maisha is Myesha. Let's see. Yes. No I. I put an I in her name all the time. Okay, so this is her YouTube channel. This is the woman we sent on sabbatical, or we gave her sabbatical money in January. That's Maisha's channel. Okay? So that's what we did in January. And next up, I don't know. Who knows who's next? Okay? We do know the money will go to a Black woman on sabbatical, but I understand how it's like there's no motivation to do it when you don't know who it's going to, right? We need a goal. We do need a face. We do need a face. Yes, but thank you all friends for helping me become a philanthropist. I appreciate that. All right. Okay. I just want to make sure that I cover what we came to do. Okay, so we've talked about the things we're not taking into the year. If you want to contribute your things you're not taking into 2024, feel free. Okay. Thank you. Yes, he barks and then he comes over to tell me. Did you hear me? Did you hear me barking? I heard you. Thank you. Okay. All right. So if you want to leave some things, feel free to leave them in the chat or in the comments. One thing you can do, please, is hit the like button on this video. It really does help. Okay. When you hit the like button on the video, YouTube is like, oh, I guess she liked it. Let's see if I can find someone else who might like it. We want YouTube to reach new women. We want YouTube to reach more and more Black women, just like it found you. We want YouTube to find some more. And hitting the like button really does help. And then if you just know somebody who would be interested in this conversation, feel free to share this video with her. Okay? All right, so next week is the Get Your Next 3 Clients Challenge. Don't forget that in the Exodus Summit Facebook community, you'll see information if you want to join the challenge. It's a 6-day challenge. We do work, we make progress, you get coaching, but you also do things. It's not a challenge where you sit back and get coaching and don't do. It's a do. Next week is a week of doing. So if you have a couple of hours every day to make progress towards your business, to make progress towards getting clients, and you're a Black woman, you're invited to join us. If you're inside of the Exodus Summit Facebook community, you'll see information there. Community. And then I do see, one more time, can I put the link to Trusted House Sitters? I'm going to drop 2 more links and then we'll go ahead and end it. I'm going to have coffee and oatmeal today. Not a really exciting breakfast, but a breakfast. I'm looking for the links. I'm scrolling. Okay. So Exodus Summit community is here. If you want to join the challenge and you're not on Facebook, then the newsletter is probably the next best choice. Exodus Summit newsletter. Everyone who has gotten the Exodus Summit newsletter, free newsletter, I feel like I need to say that, has also gotten um, the link to join the challenge. We just don't want it on YouTube, okay? So newsletter or Facebook are the ways that you get sent the link. Newsletter, you will be sent the link to join. Facebook, the link is already in there. Okay, how am I doing? Okay, that's the challenge. And then I saw the question about, can I drop my Trusted House Sitters affiliate link? Trusted. I'm going to give you that. This is my link to join Trusted House Sitters. 30% off new memberships today, 50% off upgraded memberships today. I think through Monday. Okay, so this is my affiliate link for Trusted House Sitters. And then new house sitter toolkit. So if you're joining Trusted House Sitters, get my new house sitter toolkit as well. It's a free download, and it gives you the actual letter that I use to pitch clients. The actual letter that I sent to this woman to come and take care of her pets that got her to say yes. But it's the same letter same letter that got me my second house sit, actually, my second, right? From when I was brand new through today, same letter. I send you that exact letter in the toolkit, along with some other links, some things that I do to be comfortable in people's homes, food delivery apps and stuff. Okay. Yeah, I'm having oatmeal and coffee today. I don't have any bacon. Normally, if I have oatmeal, at least I have some bacon. I haven't had bacon here in quite a while. But I have dinner. I accidentally ordered too much dinner yesterday, so I have dinner for like 3 or 4 more days. So dinner is taken care of. Just breakfast is really boring. So I just need to hang on until, as a senior person, I sometimes eat my dinner about 4:30 because I don't eat lunch that much. So I just got to hang in until 4:30 when I can get something really good. But I have vanilla extract, and I have Bailey's Irish cream for my coffee. So it'll be good coffee. Just, that's that. Okay. All right, friends. Thank you. Hi, Steph. Thank you so much for joining today. Thank you for participating. This was a good chat today because I feel like you uh, gave other women ideas on things. I made my list, okay? But in the chat, you gave some other women some ideas of things that they can let go of, put down in 2024. So thank you for that. Thank you for sharing and being so open. Remember what we said, okay? One of the things we're not doing is being more kind, more gracious to me than you are to your own self. So you are extremely kind and generous and gracious to me. Thank you. Sincerely. Thank you. Okay? But you have to do it better for you. You have to be more gracious to you, more giving to you, more kind, more understanding, more patient to you than you've been to me. Okay? Because you put you first. Okay? Because I'm going to put me first. You give from the overflow. Octavia Rahim taught me that. We give from the overflow, but we enjoy the fruits of our own labors for ourselves, our own grace, our own kindness, our own affirmations, words, good words. We enjoy those good words for ourselves. We give them to ourselves, okay? And then if we have some extra, then we give to others. Okay, friends? All right. So nice to see you. I hope everybody ate good this week on Thursday. And we're heading into December. Enjoy your holiday, your decorations. Get them trees up if they're not up. Some of y'all have had your trees up. Get them trees up, get them lights up, get them wreaths and poinsettias. Get them out. Bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out. Okay, friends? And I'll see you all again. Some of you I'll see in the challenge this week, and some of you I'll see right back here next Saturday at 10 Eastern Time. Okay. Have a wonderful day, friends. Bye.